What's up, guys? It's your boy AB. What the plans are for today is that I'm going to start on the passenger side first. The brake wear sensor runs along on this side and is tucked under that cover, the rear cover here, splash guard. So that's why I'm going to start on the passenger side. So with that said, I'm going to do the passenger side. That will pretty much be what I'm going to use for the DIY. All right, so another thing before I forget to mention this, I will just say it right here. One of the things that needs to be done once I remove the brake pads and get ready, after I clean off and get ready to depress the caliper, I will need to remove the cap on the brake reservoir. So that is very important. This panel right here is going to be removed. That has exactly what I just said in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. That way I can get to the brake reservoir. Hoping that, yeah, it looks better. I switched cameras to my my normal vlogging cam, my Sony. I said 10 millimeter, but these are 8 millimeter. So all right, now that those are out, so that it was actually just 3. 1, 2, and 3, but this one is busted. So there is the top for the brake fluid. Clean cap before removing. Exactly. Don't want any dust and debris falling into the reservoir.
Making money like a mint, laying in my ice like shrimp, mint condition that I'm in, coming with the freshness. Yeah, I got that brand new shit.
Okay, guys, so just a few things real quickly before I get carried away and get moving and getting this thing taken apart. I wanted to make sure you had your basic tools and all of the parts needed. So let me go over that real quickly before I get going, now that we're at this point. So as I mentioned before, I showed there are the brakes. And I did have to go in and order or go and pick up a brake wear sensor. As I mentioned before, it came with the lube for the brakes, so that's going to go on the surface of the brake pads. Anti-seize lubricant, which you will use for the guide pins. And then here's some more brake lubricant for the other brake parts, which you'd be looking at, like the insides of the caliper itself, the carrier, once I pull that off, and then also to properly clean the carrier and inside of the caliper itself, I'm going to use some sandpaper. This happened to be 150 grit. I think it's fine enough, nothing too coarse, but it'll get down and clean out the debris. I want to hang the caliper once I get it off for some support, because I don't want any pressure on the brake hoses. That's the last thing I want to do is break a hose, dripping brake fluid everywhere, that kind of stuff. So just give it some support. That's what I'm going to do. Now, as you can see, here is the cord leading from the brake wear sensor back here. So again, I started here first because I wanted to show you guys that in the DIY, so that way you'll see what to do on either side. This will just go ahead and take care of doing the brake wear sensor. Alright, and so like I said, it's tucked behind here. So I'm gonna make sure you can see what you're looking at instead of just saying, hey, it's behind here, route it. I'm gonna pull it out, disconnect, do all that kind of stuff, so you can actually see what it looks like back there. Alright, I think I've hit it all. Let me get going. Oh, let me say this. So what I'll take is, I'll take this guard off. All I'm going to use is just pretty much a screwdriver. Pry it like that. Behind here are dust covers. Let me zoom in a little bit. Right here. So I'll just pop that off with the, I'll just go ahead and pop that off now. So there's one. There's the one on the bottom. Alright. And that's where I'll get the guide pin. May as well just pop this off. Okay, that is all. As you can see, I went ahead and did it while I had the camera in my hand, which is good. So most of the video, I'll just have the camera going while I'm beginning to take this apart. On the parts where I definitely want you to see my hand going, you'll see my hand going. But hey, let's get going, because I don't want to do a whole lot of talking. I want to do some showing. Back to action.
Making money like a mint, laying in my ice like shrimp, mint condition that I'm in, coming with the freshness. Yeah, I got that brand new shit. I bought it so I don't pay rent. All my boys are pussy whipped, coming with the freshness. Yeah, light green, squeaky clean, so he buy me nice things. I fiend, bigger bling, only register ka-ching. Too high, too fly, when they look up at the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, superwoman, say my name. He said beggars can't be choosy. I said it's Gucci, I'm couture like the movies. Don't need face tuning, Jamba Jewish looking smoothie. No GMO, these bananas never bruising. If you can't remember two things, I never needed luck. See my haters say what's up, best part of waking up. Like Folgers in your cup, grinded everything I got. They gave up but I had not, now I rock at the top. Making money like a mint, laying in my ice like shrimp, mint condition that I'm in, coming with the freshness. Yeah, I got that brand new shit. I bought it so I don't pay rent. All my boys are pussy whipped, coming with the freshness. You wanna get like me? Big bars, mint cars, lined up on the boulevard. In this beat, push hard, we might set off some alarms. He deceit, pussy treat, bend it over, he's deceased. They might talk a lot of game, but they can't back up the claims. I see it and believe it. He's in agreement, cut the check like you mean it. Lick it and seal it, never kiki in my feelings.
Alright guys, the job is now done. The driver's side is complete as well. And before I let you guys go, I wanted to make sure, right against the wall, wanted to make sure you knew how to complete the reset. Alright, so I'm not going to press the brake, no foot on the brake, don't want to start the engine. I just want to press, try that again, I want to press the button, start button twice. Alright, I'm going to press and hold the left stalk. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there's the brake indicator light. Now, if I wanted to toggle through the rest of the services, let's say the oil, the front brakes, let me get some light on the situation here. Alright, see the BC stalk here? And there's the little, I'm holding the light, so, but there's the button on the left side that's blurry, but then on the inside, there is the little toggle up and down. So that's what I'm going to use to toggle up and down. So I'm going to toggle, so I'm pressing up now. Alright, there is the brake system. There's the service. So that's your overall service. Then there's your front brake light. There's the oil service, which I've done recently. And I'm back to the rear. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now I'm on that selection. I'm going to press the BC button. Alright, it says now reset, and I'm going to press it again and hold it. And you see it's timing. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I am now in business. It's reset. Alright, good to go. Okay, so I'll check here. Kind of, maybe I should have showed you this before, but that's okay. Service due, it says that right now because that's what was due. Alright, rear brakes. Alright, I'm going to, up, there we go. And it just changed. So everything is okay now. So this ends the DIY for today. Brakes, doing your brakes on an E92 M3. And hopefully this content was something that was able to help you guys out. Hope you like today's content. If you do, give me a big thumbs up. If you have not subscribed and you're definitely looking forward to doing so, hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss any further content on the E92 M3, the F10 535 M Sport, and the E93 X5 that is sitting just on the other side. Got more content coming for them too. As always, thank you to my servicemen and women that are serving this great country, my active duty military, my fellow veterans. Salute to you guys. As always, keep driving.
Light green, squeaky clean, so he buy me nice things. I fiend, bigger bling, only register ka-ching. Too high, too fly, when they look up at the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane, superwoman, say my name. He said beggars can't be choosy. I said it's Gucci.